In the vast darkness of the universe, where even the stars breathe slowly, a divine event was preparing to unfold. An event so sacred that the heart fills with devotion the moment one hears of it. This is the tale, the very origin from where Shiva came to be known as Mahadeva. Today, we begin the grand saga of Mahadev's 20 divine names. And the first name is Mahadeva, the God of gods, the Supreme Lord.
This is a tale from ancient times, a time when the celestial realm, Devlok, was passing through a cursed age. When Rishi Durvasa felt disrespected, he cursed Indra and the gods. "Your arrogance will destroy your strength." And so it happened. The radiance of the gods faded, their powers dissolved, the asuras attacked, and the gods were defeated. Exhausted and powerless, they all went to Lord Vishnu. Vishnu smiled and said, "Seek the nectar of immortality. Amrit will restore your strength. But to obtain it, you must churn the great cosmic ocean, the Kshir Sagar. And for that, you will need the help of the Asuras." It wasn't easy. Enemies and gods together? But this was the will of the universe. Gods and the Asuras joined forces and began their preparation. Mount Mandara was chosen as the great churning rod, and the serpent king Vasuki became the divine rope. The Asuras held Vasuki by the head, while the gods took their place at the tail. The churning began, but the mountain sank, so Lord Vishnu took the Kurma avatar, the giant tortoise, and held Mandara safely on his back. Then, one by one, divine treasures emerged. Celestial gems, heavenly maidens, Ayurveda, and finally Lord Dhanvantri himself appeared. Everything was unfolding in peace. But then, something rose from the depths that shook every corner of the universe. Suddenly from the depths of the Kshir Sagar, a dark wave surged upward. A poison, so vile, so twisted, that it could turn even the air into death. Its name was Halahala. Its fumes turned the sky pitch black, withered the mountains, stopped the very flow of nature, and filled every breath with poison. The gods stepped back. The Asuras ran in fear. Doom stood at the door. Even Vishnu said, "No one can contain this poison." In every heart, only one name echoed: Shiva. The celestial messengers reached Kailash. Shiva was seated in deep meditation, still, serene, untouched by the noise of the worlds. Those whom his eyes fall upon immediately understand. He knows everything. He opened his eyes. No surprise, no fear, only compassion. When he heard about the Halahala crisis, he didn't utter a single word. He simply looked at Parvati, and the two of them began to walk.
On the shore of the cosmic ocean, where the fumes of poison raged wildly, Shiva arrived. A universal stillness descended. Time itself seemed to stop. Shiva raised his hand, just a single gesture, and silence covered everything. He bent down, took the Halahala poison into his palm, and without a breath of fear, lifted it to his throat. Gods and Asuras gasped. No one could understand. When Shiva began to drink it, Parvati cried out, "Mahadev, stop!" She ran to him, placed her hand around his neck. Her love, her devotion, held the poison in Shiva's throat. The poison stained his neck a deep blue, and in that moment, Shiva became Nilkantha. Shiva stood utterly calm, no pain, no anger, only. That was the moment.
The moment that made both gods and asuras realize Shiva is not merely the destroyer. He is the protector of all, the Lord of Lords, the supreme guardian of the cosmos. Even Vishnu came before him and said, "O Mahadev, today you have saved the life of the universe. You stand above all. You are truly Mahadeva." Everyone bowed in reverence. Shiva said nothing. For those who renounce never speak of their greatness. They simply act.
The blue of Shiva's throat is a symbol of strength, sacrifice, and compassion. Drinking the poison was his penance to give life to the universe. This story teaches us true leadership comes from selflessness, true power comes from compassion, and true greatness lies in living not for yourself but for others. Mahadev shows us that within every human being there exists a Shiva principle. The courage to rise above fear, the wisdom to act with love, and the devotion to dedicate life for others. And this is why his first sacred name is Mahadeva, the God of all, the protector of all, the Supreme Lord,